The Vulp Pro has been a very popular topic in the Balisong community as of late, and for good reason. But guess what? There's only one review of it, and it's by a guy who got it early. And guess what else? I paid full price for mine and did not get it early, yet mine is the second review you're gonna see. Pretty cool, right? Time for some B-roll. In this video, I'm going to talk very in-depth about the Vulp Pro. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. I'm going to give you direct comparisons between it and competitors and stuff that it got inspired by. I'm going to talk about the unboxing experience, the tolerances, everything that you are going to need to know. Let's get into it. So before we get into all the comparisons and just everything else I have planned in this video, go ahead and subscribe, like the video. That's good stuff. Helps me out a lot. Now, the Vulp Pro is the newest Balisong made by Will Hirsch and Nabalis. Will Hirsch being one of the most popular Balisong YouTubers around, and also being the most well-respected. Nabalis, on the other hand, is a Chinese Balisong company who makes some pretty good stuff and has worked with Will Hirsch to make two Balisongs, the Vulp Pro and its father, I guess, the Vulp. Yeah. Now, I'm going to go over some of the details about the Vulp Pro because I think that's stuff you're going to want to know. Vulp Pro is made of 7075 aluminum. It's got a beautiful anodization. It's got 5 different colors: black, red, this blue, orange, and gold, which is really cool. It's got T10 hardware, press fit Zen pins, which are much better than the Loctite ones that it came with before. It's got very good jimping, like really good jimping. It's got great grip with this G10 inset into the handles. That is a really nice thing. I really appreciate that. I don't really lose my grip on this thing ever. It's got a bottle opener for the blade. This is a new blade than the original Vulp, meaning your zippy inserts will not fit. I already tried it, but Zippy is working on those. I don't know the weight. I'll throw it up on screen. There's the weight of the Vulp Pro. We do a sound and tolerance test. I think that's something pretty important, and if you click on this video, you probably want to know that right away. So these are the tolerances on it using Super Lube, which is the lube of my choice. Has no tap and a very small amount of play. That is like virtually nothing. This is probably in my top 5 Balisongs tolerance wise, which is really good for something coming in at $140, which is actually not that bad of a price. So now you kind of know just everything about the Vulp Pro. You know just what it's made of, how it works. One more thing to note, it's on bushings and washers. You should probably know that. Now, let's get into my case, shall we? I have some direct comparisons that I want to make with the Vulp Pro, starting off with the Vulp, its father. Okay, the Vulp came last year at some point and was the first Balisong made by Will and Nabalis. And as you can tell, they're very heavily inspired by each other. This one's just the Pro version. Now, if you take a look, there's many differences about this, which I'm not going to talk about entirely because that's for a whole nother video. But I just want to note that this is what the old one looked like. This is the new one. This is so much better. But yeah, there you go. That's what they look like side by side. Fire and ice. The bad and good. This thing's really good. But yeah, there are definitely some things that inspired the Vulp Pro from the Vulp. As you can see, there's this little texturing, very heavily inspired. This line going straight down to the diamond is pretty much the same, except it goes down to a circle, and it's actually grippy. The jimping is pretty much exactly the same. It's literally exactly the same jimping, but just a little better because it's not slippery. So the Vulp Pro is pretty much just better in every way it could be than the Vulp. Now another thing that I know everybody has been comparing it to without even trying it is the LDY Cygnus. Now the Cygnus, you can see right off the bat, they're heavily, like, this is heavily inspired by this. The Cygnus did come first, which is obvious. The Cygnus is better because titanium, it's just really, really good. This is one of my grails. But the Vulp Pro does a really, really good job at doing what the Cygnus does, just cheaper. So they both have this intertwined G10, one into titanium, one into aluminum. Like, it's not too big of a difference, but you definitely feel it better, I would say. The grip, sometimes better than you would with the Cygnus because of the way that it is intertwined. Okay, there are some spots, like right here on the Cygnus, that is better than right here on the Vulp. But there are also some spots, like right here, chaplain area. You chaplain on the Cygnus, there's not really G10 giving you grip, which I kind of like. But here, there's a lot more, and you feel that a little bit more. Another spot is right here. Nabalis and Will, and Brandon, I guess, put this little thing right here, this little G10 piece to connect. And you definitely feel that when you're fanning or doing index rolls and like thumb rolls and stuff. You definitely feel it because it's in a very good spot. Whereas the Cygnus doesn't have anything there. So yeah, the Vulp Pro is heavily inspired by the Cygnus. Now real quick, I just want to show you, I think I really like G10 Balisongs. I noticed this yesterday and I was like, oh my goodness. So we got the Cygnus. You have the Bionic OSI, that's got G10. We have the Nautilus. We have the Bermuda. And we have the Vulp Pro. That is 5 G10 original Balisongs, none of them are clones. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna make a full video comparing all those, but I just thought I'd show you guys that. Oh my. Okay, now you kind of I just compared everything that the Vulp is related to. There are others that Will has compared it to, like the EPS Wraith, some other things, but those are just G10 Balisongs, basically like what I got here. So I think I made the best comparison I can with what I have. But now, let's talk about the unboxing experience. And we'll just kind of go over the general scores that I would give this thing. Okay, I don't have like a BS score of my own like Will does. I'm just gonna kind of throw out some random scores of random things. So the Vulp Pro comes in this super nice case. I was super excited when I saw this thing because I wasn't expecting it to come in a nice case. Huge step up from the old box, very cool. So the Vulp Pro comes with the Vulp itself, obviously. This bag of spare hardware and a pivot needle, which I will show you in a couple videos. I actually used it. Super duper helpful, always use that. Came with 1 or 2 Allen keys, I can't remember. I just threw another 1 or 2 in there. And just full spare hardware for everything. Came with Loctite, good thing. Super lube, good thing. Or it's not super lube, sorry, it's just lube. Some Chinese lubricant. And then bite handle indicators, super nice. So that's a pretty solid unboxing experience. I'm not gonna rate that out of 10, but yeah. Okay, I just realized I forgot to do my sound test for you guys when I did the tolerance test. You just got a little sneak peek there. Here is a full sound test. Very, very good sound. I would rate that sound like an 8 out of 10 if I were rating it, but I'm not. So the Vulp Pro, I'm just gonna tell you guys whether or not you should buy one, first of all. I think that's something pretty important. They're now on Amazon, so that's super cool. You can get them in 3 days instead of 2 weeks like I had to wait for. So 3-day shipping for a Vulp Pro, extremely solid flipper, $140. intertwined G10, super duper grippy because of that. Press fit Zen pins, extra hardware, double-sided hardware, a bottle opener. Like, it's just so good, so good. I say you do it. If you have the money for the Vulp Pro and you're looking into it, there's not really any reason why you shouldn't like it. It's just good in every way. Now, something kind of got to talk about. I know this video is kind of jumping all over the place. I'm sorry about that. Is the balance of the Vulp Pro. The balance, it's a very slight handle bias, similar to most of my Balisongs. Like, that's where the balance point is. It's a very slight handle bias. You definitely feel it, but nothing too crazy. If you buy the new zippy inserts that are going to come out very soon, then you'll kind of you'll be able to change it to either neutral or blade bias. So that's very cool. But yeah, I think that's about all I got today. I'll throw in a little flipping clip at the end. Make sure to subscribe to me, like the video, comment. Trying to build a community on here, and your comments help engage you guys, so it's super cool. Thanks for watching.